Well, of course, we're already in hurricane season, but it's never too late to get prepared. Take Two has teamed up with Structural Systems to keep you safe from the storm. And this month, we're going to be getting some advice on what homeowners should do to fix very common foundation problems that they're seeing in their homes. Damian Enright, president of Structural Systems, joins us this morning with that advice. Good morning.
Good morning. Thanks for having me.
Of course. So happy to have you because especially with this, it's common problems that people have with any type of storm, even if we have some heavy rains, and especially this first one we hear reports of all the time. So let's start with water leaking into people's homes because it can happen through walls or floors during heavy rains, right?
That's exactly correct. And it's a big problem. How you want to deal with it is take a look around the outside of your house and look for any cracks or fissures or voids in your wall. You want to caulk those cracks, make sure that you're taking care of it so if you get a heavy rain, it's all sealed up. Another issue is a lot of times our homes are built up against a hillside, so you have several feet of soil right up behind the wall. And we want to go with the same strategy. Excavate the soil out, expose the wall, look for cracks, look for issues where the water could be coming in, and put a real thick, liberal coat of waterproofing on that wall. Another option that we do a lot of in Hawaii, if it's not safe to excavate out the soil and expose the wall, then we can inject with the polyurethane foam to seal behind the wall on the soil side, but by drilling through the basement or through the lower room. And it's a nice option for them.
Oh, interesting. And then that seals then the mountain behind it?
Exactly, yeah. We create a gel barrier on the back side of the wall, and you never have to dig out the soil side, which can save a lot of money and also is a good option, to make it go a little quicker.
Yeah, definitely a great preventative measure for the future, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Correct.
Very cool. Okay, so if someone's home is already shifting or sinking due to bad soils, what can they do to stop that settlement of their home?
Good question. So you want to try to get the weight of the house off the soft soil, the shifting soil, and get it down to the bedrock. The bedrock is good, it's hard, it's not going to move, right? So we have different piles that can deal with all the different soil characteristics we have here in Hawaii. And we want to go with the one, if you have rocks, you want to go with the micropile that's drilled. If you have clay, we want to go with the helical. So once we get the type of pile figured out, we bracket to the home and we hydraulically lift the home up out of the ground. So a lot of times, windows will start to work again, doors will close, cracks will close if we do our job right.
Oh, very interesting. I never heard of a process like that. That's probably very intensive, though. How long would something like that typically take?
It can take anywhere from 4 to 8 weeks, just depending on how much the home is sunk, how many support points or piles have to go in.
Okay, actually, that's not too bad. And especially when it comes to, preventing any further damage if a larger system did come through, definitely worth it.
Yeah, good to be proactive for your foundation.
Yeah, and those are a few different tips. So are all of those solutions guaranteed to work?
For us, yeah, we do our due diligence up front, and we've talked in the past about that soil investigation, that soil study. So that tells us where the basalt is, where the bedrock is, and that gives us the surety and the confidence to provide warranties. And when we get that soil engineering report, we've never had a warranty claim, and therefore everything we can stand behind and guarantee.
Oh, wonderful. Okay, well, with that said, when people, are noticing that they have any issues with their soil or with their whatever is underneath their home, what should they look for when considering a contractor to fix those foundation issues?
Sure, that's really important. You kind of want to have a checklist as a homeowner. First thing you want to check with the DCCA, does that contractor have a license? And if they do, have they been around 30 years or 1 year? There's a difference there. Look for the specific license classifications that they have if you're going to be doing excavation work. Do they have an excavation license? Waterproofing work, waterproofing license. And the same thing goes for all the different trades or types of work you're going to do. You wouldn't have a plumber do your drywall or vice versa. So you want to make sure that contractor knows what they're doing for the work they're going to do for you. Insurance is really important. If there's ever an accident or an issue with the project, you want to have $5–6 million of coverage on that contractor to make sure you don't have to worry as the homeowner.
Right.
And then a warranty. A warranty is always good to get something in writing to make sure that with the money you invested in your home, you have a guarantee there and you can live and sleep comfortably with it.
Okay, wonderful. Well, thank you so much for all of these really great tips. And again, if you especially have, a foundation issue that you need to take care of course, how can we get in contact with Structural Systems? Yeah,
call us up, local company out of Sand Island, and 845-2474 or www.ssihawaii.com.
Perfect. And we'll have all of that information on our website at kh12.com as well. Well, thank you so much for joining us. Of course, always great tips from Structural Systems.
Really appreciate it.